welcome back to my channel. My name is Joy. If you've been here before, then you already know what time it is. It's time to play The Sims, period. If you haven't been here before, then you should know what time it is because clearly this screen has a sim on it, okay? Okay, so I'm doing my headphones today. Do I like this? My spidey senses are telling me I don't. Let's see. My spidey senses are telling me to take these off. So off they go. All right, so today, as you can tell by the title of the video, I am doing a video on why am I so, I just feel like I have no light. Like, I don't even understand. Okay, so I am doing a little walkthrough of the newest scenario in The Sims 4. It's called Frog Fanatic. It came out a few days ago, and I actually started it probably the night that it came out, and I finished it the next day. And by finished, this is not literal. When I say finished, it's not literal because I didn't finish it. Okay, I didn't complete it, but I finished it, period. Okay, so anyways, and I basically just recorded what I did. There's actually a ton of scenarios. When you look through the scenarios list, child, I be shook. I be like, Lord, like, who has the time? Like, for real, not I know that much. As much as I would love to delve into the scenarios that they be creating, a lot of them are just seem like they're so impossible, or they seem like they're just so boring, and I'm just like, I'm not really wanting to waste my time trying to do something that I can't complete, or that I don't have the attention span to complete. So I don't even get into a lot of the scenarios, but this one sounded like okay. I actually really love that part about The Sims. The frogs, for some reason, it's just so cute and whimsical to me, like how you can like go get a frog, like get that frog and like put it in your pocket and like sell it, or like have it for a pet. I wish there was more. Like, this was cool, but I wish we could have expounded on like the frog aspect of the game. However, this was fine. You're gonna see how it goes because we're gonna get into it right now. This is our sim right here. Her name is Jasmine. I can't remember her last name, but her name is Jasmine, and I think it's Blake, Jasmine Blake. And I had so much fun making her. I've been having a lot of fun making Sims just period lately. And so I'm gonna put a little clip here of like the way she looked when I first started her and the way that she turned out. So yeah, Jasmine's a young adult. She lives in Windenburg. I got her a house. What's her house, child? Here's her house right here. And I got off the gallery and I changed a couple things. I love it because, do you see that little rectangle like on the right hand side? That's the whole house, bruh. That's it. Like, the patio is bigger than the inside of the house. Like, look, I just think it's so cute. Okay, anyway, this is me pulling up the menu and seeing what we about to get into. The first thing we need to do is we need to catch a frog from a log, catch a frog from a pond, and catch a frog from a water pump. Okay, so this is actually the easiest and kind of like the most enjoyable, not most enjoyable, but it was the easiest part of the challenge. So first thing we're gonna do is try to catch a frog from, what did I say? I don't even know. Oh, a log. So I went to Willow Creek. It's in the winter, okay? I don't like to play wintertime in my game, but it be like that sometimes. Like, it is what it is. So I had her go do that. I actually had her go get 2 frogs from 2 logs, I think. Did I? Or is this the same log? I don't even know. I'm lost. Maybe this is the same log. Okay, so she got it. You know, cool. Then it says Jasmine has found a spotted leaf frog. Okay, good for her. Why not ice skate since we're in the neighborhood and the rink is only there like once a year? So that's what we're doing here. Another cute part of the game, I think. I just wish there were more animations. But you know, I haven't ever gotten my sim to a high ice skating level. So maybe there are more ice skating animations. Okay, so now we're on our way to the next location. We need to go to a pond. So yeah, we're at Henford Bagley is where we are right now. And So the first time she tried to get a frog, there was nothing. So I tried a second time, and we actually got a frog that time from the pond. Henford Bagley is my joint. It's my spot. I love that place with everything inside of me. I do. I think it's so cute. Okay, now we're at Oasis Springs, and we're gonna go to the water pump, and we're going to get a frog from there. Okay, now the next thing we had to do was breed 9 frogs. That took forever, bruh. Let me pause this. That took forever, bruh. That took forever, bruh. Sims 4. Sims 4. You expect me to sit around here for like 2 hours? Because you have to wait 4 sim hours until you can breed another frog. So 9 times 4, do the math. 9 times 4, I don't even how to know what it is, 36? So we had to wait a day and a half until we could do the next step after breed frogs. That to me was too long because there was nothing for her to do. So that's why she over here at the club with the bears. That's why she over here at the club with the bears, seeing bears. Then she had to go to the beach and go to sleep. Like, then she had to go meet old boy, whoever he is, because what else are we doing? We need to waste time. Then we got into a karaoke contest and won it, and then she fell out because we were waiting all that time to breed frogs, bruh. Okay, so this is her at the club. Finally, we have breeded 8 frogs, so we had 1 more frog that needed to be bred. And she getting her little drinky drink, and meanwhile I'm breeding frogs while she's doing that. That's did not like that. I did not like the part where the sim was just doing whatever, and I was basically breeding a frog for her. Like, okay. Anyway, so at this point she has all 9 frogs. So now what she's gonna do is she's about to go home, because the next thing on the task list was for her to make a frog soup. So this is me looking and scrolling down the list and seeing what I have to do now. The next thing to do is cook a boiling frog hot pot. So I did not know that was a thing. I did not know boiling hot frog pot was a thing in this game, but it is. So I don't know. Okay, and so we decided to just, everybody that we met along the way waiting for a day and a half to breed frogs, we decided to bring them over to our house, because we're gonna have a hot frog boiling boiling party. Okay, so it's winter time, like I said. We cold. It's in the middle of the night. Jasmine look cold, but she's not cold. This is her wintertime suit. So some people decided it would be a good idea to get into the pool in freezing temperatures. Don't ask me why. So I'm observing. Jasmine's walked away. People have walked away. I'm observing. Like, what is this? What? You can see old boy in the back is blue. Okay, we have our friend here who's looking a little blue as well. And I was just, promise to God, just looking, just watching, okay? Like confused, like why is this man doing this? He falls in the water. Watch. Look at him, flailing in the water. And look, sinking. No. This must be a joyous occasion. Now I'm seeing people running. I promise y'all, I don't plan this type of stuff. I don't like death and stuff, especially in my game. Look, now we got the Grim Reaper doing Super Saiyan or whatever, because he wanted to not observe the fact that it's freezing cold. Y'all, now she has a tombstone for her house forever. I was so hot. I was like, this is not at all. And so as you can see, Jazz is walking back into the house to get going with the soup. The Grim Reaper is walking out of the house. Why is he walking out of the house? Well, witness that. Yes, somebody else did the same thing. Somebody else was witness and did the same thing, bro. I exited out. I said, she's not gonna walk over there and witness that. She's been traumatized enough. So I went over to see what was going on. And sure enough, another person is basically froze to pieces in her backyard during the hot pot party. Like, what? Anyway, I said, girl, anyway, we gotta continue with this challenge. So in order to make the hot pot, you had to be at a certain level of cooking skill. So I got her to, I think it was level 7. So I put her at level 8. And now I'm going ahead and just setting it up for her to start cooking. I have never seen or even knew that this soup was in the game. I was like, what? So I scrolled down, child, found it. And I decided to make a family size. I could have made a party size, but who want hot pot frog leftovers? Not I, it'll stink. Okay, so then she went ahead and started to cook that. So it's like in the beginning, the challenge was really like moving forward. I was feeling very like accomplished. I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish this. I'm going to finish this challenge, like no issues whatsoever. Okay, so here's the soup. It looks like this. It's giving puke energy, I'm not gonna lie. So okay, she towed it up. Friends came, towed it up. Grim Reaper's still here. Like, you guys, this was like the weirdest. This was just like the weirdest. And he was feeling flirty. It was so odd. Yeah, so everybody eating and stuff. So I was happy with it. Like, it was cute to me that along the way she made some friends, right? One of her friends she made was this guy. I don't remember his name, but she decided, this is the next morning, she decided to call him over and tell him, I actually need to create a pond or get to a pond, and I wanted to know, do you think I could create it in my backyard or not? So he was like, sure, I think you can do it. So then we got to work and started to try to create a pond in the backyard. It did not work, y'all. I've said this before, I am not a builder. I know little to nothing about building in this game. This, like I said, is completely from the gallery, every stitch of it. So then one of the things we had to do was do something in the pond. I can't even remember what we're doing right here, but I needed a pond. What is it? Fish in a pond? Yeah, or something. I needed a pond, and they said that you could build your own pond, right? So this is me struggling to do it. Put the pond stuff in there. It would not work. I do not understand why it would not work. I just finally just gave up. I said, whatever, we're gonna go back to Henford Bagley because they got plenty of ponds over there, and you know, God don't make mistakes. So we went over there instead to try to fish. I think we're trying to fish with a frog, using frog as bait. That's what we're doing right here. Okay, tried to do it at Henford Bagley, but the game is buggy. The game is buggy as always, and it did not work. You cannot fish with bait. Look at her. She's like, what? What the heck? Why can't I fish with bait at Henford Bagley? But I saw a thread online that said you can't do it there. You have to fish with bait at one of the base game worlds. So I took her back to Oasis Springs because I know the Oasis Springs had a couple little water holes. So she actually had to be at a certain fishing level to do this. I can't remember what level it was, but I went ahead and put her at the right fishing level that she needed to be able to do it. So it actually worked here. So she's fishing with frog as bait. Like I said, we are knocking them out, boo. It seemed like I'm doing this really fast, but it actually took me At this point, I probably was playing for like maybe an hour. It took me a little bit of time to, you know, because of the whole breeding thing. Lord Jesus. It took me like an hour. It took me like forever to do that. So she's fishing, like everything's going swimmingly. Every challenge that we've had, we've been knocking them out. We've been meeting all the requirements, right? Everything's going swell, right? I mean, look in the background. We have Abraham Lincoln's son playing on the playground in the year 2022. I don't know why, but you know. Okay, so she's feeling good about everything. She said nothing to it but to do it, period. So now the next few things that we had to do got really weird. That's when things got weird. That's when they started to be more specific and say we need common, uncommon, and rare. And I was just like, and nothing online was telling me where to find these things. Okay, so what is happening here is, okay, so I was trying to find the rare frog. So my like thought process was, why don't I go to places that are hard to get to, right? Because there will be maybe rare frogs there. So I went to this tree, which is the entrance to a secret world. This is Willow Creek, and the secret world is called Sylvan Glades. I don't know if y'all have heard of it. I haven't really heard of that place until now. So I was doing the prompts. I mean, I was following the what you're supposed to do to get the tree to like open up. So once she crawls in there, walks in there, then you have to like click the right like things. Like they're asking you like, you know, should she go left or right, up, down, whatever. And so I like had a web page up that told me like what to say. Anyway, so she made it in, and now she's like, oh my gosh, like, girl, what? I ain't never know it was like this, basically. Okay, so in Sylvan Glades, there's a weird, really dark area with a pond, okay? I'm thinking, okay, I'm about to get the rarest frog you've ever seen in your life. Look what happened. No frog, okay? Empty. So we try again, okay? First you don't succeed, try again. We try again to catch a frog. She does, it says, there are no frogs right here. I was like, what? So then I find a log. I say, okay, cool, whatever, okay? The thing is, once you look in a log, it disappears. So if there's no frog in a log, like, you're just out of luck. So she actually did find a frog out of this log, but it was not, as you can see, the little corner icon did not light up. So she did not get any new frogs. So, okay, that was a bust. I decided to go to another secret hidden world that I remember because I didn't go inside before, but I like saw it one time. This is in Oasis Springs. So first what you have to do is you have to get her handiness skill up to level, I think it's level 10. So that's what I was doing right here. In order for her to be able to pound open this gate, wooden gate thingy. So I did that, okay? So this, y'all, this animation, there are just some things about The Sims 4 that are just so cool. I thought that was so cool. Okay, so then it's the same type of concept where she goes inside. They ask you different prompts and say left, right, up, down, the ledge or the bridge, and you gotta like pick whatever one, and you gotta pick the right choices for her to get inside of the secret world. So I had my website open and it told me what to do. Okay, so basically that is how she ended up here. So I'm looking for frogs here. I went online and it told me that they have frogs in Forgotten Grotto, which is the name of this place. So I found a log, okay? This is me I'm trying to use process of elimination here. Like, we're trying to look for uncommon frogs, we're trying to look for rare frogs. To me, it makes sense to go to places that are not inhabited as much. Okay, so we got a frog here, but once again did not light up. So she did not get what, we're not making any progress in catching the frogs that still are left over to be caught. So what did I do? I found a water pump in Forgotten Grotto as well. I really don't know what the purpose of this place is. It's really not much here. It's frogs. There's like plants and stuff. Plants and crystals, but okay, so here is where she did get she got a common frog. So now she's feeling like that girl. Look, hey, she said it wasn't nothing to it but to do it, period. Okay, so I'm like, okay, you know, I'm gonna roll. I want to keep this going. What are more secret worlds, okay, that I don't know of? Well, there is a secret world in Granite Falls, which I did not even know about. I've never been there. I've never been to the secret world in Granite Falls. So I took her to Granite Falls, had her book a vacation, honey. Like, we had to go on vacation. Took her on vacation. I found the entrance to the secret world. She had to run through the forest. And here we are. It's very cute. And this is, once again, another top-notch animation with her walking through this hole. I just thought it was so cool. So look, she actually moves the branches. I'm just like, whoa. Okay, so same type of story. We have to pick the right choices in order to get into the secret world. I don't know what the name of this secret world is though. So I didn't read that this place had frogs. I didn't read that anywhere. I just was assuming like this is the forest. Like, why wouldn't they have wildlife, right? Wrong. Look, gross. Ew, what is this place? This looks a little bit ghetto, okay, is what we're thinking. It looks a little bit deserted. So in the secret world, there is a person back here called the Hermit. This is an NPC sim. The Hermit actually changes. So if you were to go in this secret world and talk to the Hermit, it wouldn't necessarily be this woman here. And I felt like that was kind of weird a little bit. I thought the Hermit was one person, but no, like everybody is gonna see a different looking Hermit sim. So I just had her go over here and talk to the Hermit. This is what the Hermit looked like well, I ended up giving her a makeover and this is what she ended up looking like. But Jasmine asked the Hermit, like, are there any frogs here? And the Hermit was like, I don't usually see frogs here. I've lived here my whole life, so you may have just wasted your time. So I'm looking around because I'm like, there gotta be a log, there gotta be a pond. There's nothing, okay? So like I said, I did not read that there were frogs here. I just made an assumption that there would be, and I was wrong. I didn't see any frogs at Granite Falls. So I was very disappointed. Okay, flash forward. This is my last attempt. You're wondering why. You may be wondering why Jasmine's wearing a track jacket, a do-rag, and a skirt. I did not give her a swimsuit. I did not plan on her going to Sulani, okay? But this was an impromptu trip and boots in the ocean. Lord, this is an impromptu trip, okay? And I was like, we don't have time to change. We just gotta get straight to the goody. Okay, so I had her go to the waterfall, cause right? Have y'all ever gone frog catching in the waterfall? I know y'all have. So I said, I'm gonna give you a swimsuit in a minute, but first of all, let's see if there are frogs in this waterfall. So I had her put a little frog food in there, okay, to have them bubble up. And we actually do see them bubble up. Look, we see them coming. I actually love that part about this waterfall, but I wish she could actually pick one up, you know? So I had her try to catch a frog, and she did catch a frog, but she did not catch anything that we needed. And then after that, she couldn't do it again. You talk about bad, you talk about feeling defeated. Now at this point, I have been playing this game for like 3 or 4 hours now, trying to find frogs, you guys. I'm gonna show you at the end how many frogs she caught. She caught so many frogs. Like, it didn't make no sense how many frogs she had to catch. And also I breeded a bunch of frogs too. And I did all of that with the hopes that I would get all the frogs on this list. But in the end, I was still missing 5 frogs. I did not officially finish or complete this challenge because there was not enough guidance. I can't just take my sim to every world that exists, in every cave, in every log. Like, it just, there's no rhyme or reason to that. There's, like I said, it would have made sense for them to put the rare frogs or the uncommon frogs in the secret worlds. It would have made more sense to do that than for them to put them, you know what I mean, and then put the common frogs in like base game worlds. But there wasn't, that's what I didn't like. And I know when they created this game, they did not create this game thinking that they were going to do a frog fanatic scenario. Like, I understand, but that would have been so much more organized if they had did it like that. If they had put the rare frogs in secret worlds. And then, hello, why are there no frogs in Granite Falls? Like, y'all tried it. You tried it. You really tried it, okay? So anyway, after all of the busyness of the last couple of sim days for her, she's just chilling out. I gave her, I changed her into an actual swimsuit. She's just chilling out on the boat, riding around. But I gave up on the scenario. It did not turn out the way that I thought it would. It would have been much better if part of the challenge was maybe giving frog, I don't know if that's possible, but to give a frog to another sim as a gift, to I don't know, like more interacting with the frogs than just catching a ton of frogs or having like 50 frogs in your inventory and I only use 1 for bait and I use 1 to make soup. Like, I think it would have been better if we had gotten, like, maybe like what I did, like have a frog hot pot frog party. That should have been something on the challenge, like make the boiling hot pot frog thing and then have a boiling hot pot frog party and serve 8 cents or serve whatever 5 cents the frog soup. Like, that would have been cool, right? I just think they didn't really put a lot of thought into the scenario, but I'm not really shocked because it's The Sims. This is how they operate, okay? They operate very last minute, very thrifty, budgety energy. Anyways, so that's pretty much it for this video. That was my experience with the Frog Fanatic scenario. I would love to hear you guys' experiences because I want to know, was I just doing something wrong? Like, did anybody finish this scenario? Because I certainly did not finish it, and I really thought that I would. I didn't pick it to not finish. I really thought I would finish it. But I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen of her sitting with like the 25 frogs she ended up with. There's a ton of frogs in the end, and it just felt really like, what am I supposed to do with all these frogs? Like, I don't know. But all in all, I had fun. I'm not gonna lie, this was probably the most fun I've had in The Sims in a while, only because like going to the secret worlds was really fun. I had a good time doing that, and it made me actually want to explore that more. Like, maybe that'll be, is there like a challenge where like you go to all the secret worlds and like do different things? Like, I want to know, I want to look into that to see if there is a challenge, and if there's not a challenge, like maybe I could like make one of my own and like, I don't know, you know, do a video on it or something. Like, go to all the secret worlds and like achieve certain things in each one. Do you know what I mean? Like, that sounds like something like really fun that I would like to do. But anyways, that's all for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I really hope you guys have a good afternoon, morning, week, whatever. I hope it's great, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.